Just when you thought things could not get more insane with what's been going on with Ethan Ralphie recently, as is always the case, more things get fucking insane. Now, I initially wanted to do this video when the news broke late last night, but I decided to take a step back and wait a while, see what today would bring me. And needless to say, quite a lot of stuff has happened today. Because you see, my friends, it finally fucking happened. The Gator Gamer no longer wants anything to do with Ethan Ralph. Because you see, I had a bit of a conversation with Mr. Gator late last night over on Twitter. I asked him if the rumors were true that Ethan Ralph had unfollowed Gator on Twitter. And what do you know? He did. And when I asked Gator Gamer if he's officially done with Ethan Ralph, he says, yeah, I'm done with Ralph. And of course, my first reaction was to take a screenshot of the DM conversations I've had between myself and Gator Gamer and post it on Twitter, and holy shit, was that tweet a banger. As a result of me posting screenshots confirming that Gator Gamer is done with Ralph, I gained 20 new subs and followers on my Twitter. Started off this time yesterday with 104 followers on Twitter. Now I'm up to 124. And counting, too. People have been sharing that fucking screenshot like crazy. It's even made it onto a couple of streams. People were really talking about this little screenshot I had posted to the internet, so you're welcome. But then later on, it happened. Ethan Ralph decides that he was gonna do a live stream. He was gonna fire up OBS and he was gonna bring back the kill stream live from Portugal. And needless to say, Ralph's show was an absolute snooze fest. He wasn't able to spurg out as much as he would like to, mainly because Ethan Ralph is currently staying at someone else's home. It really can't be as bombastic and angry as he normally is, so he had to tone it down a bit. I can relate. I can truly relate. But that's not all. Oh no, 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 no. Because we even got a face reveal of Ethan. And, yeah, he's not looking so good. Motherfucker's looking like a raccoon now. All black and blue in his eyes. He really does look like shit. But again, that's not all. Because while Ethan Ralph was streaming to his 375 audience, one of his old co-hosts, Flamenco, decides he was gonna stream Snipe the Gunt. Wound up walking away with 1.4k subs, followers, viewers. Fuck, I can't talk today. I am so fucking pumped as to what's been going on recently that I literally cannot fucking talk. Ain't that just something? But anyways, continuing. So initially people wanted Gator to go on the show, but Gator said the only way he was going to be able to go on, Flamenco's podcast is if Ethan Ralph started talking shit about him. So needless to say, I very much enjoyed the part that we had the Gator Gamer on. Got a bit of interesting lore in regards to Mr. Gator Gamer's time on the kill stream. There was one point in 2018 when Ralph was on top of the fucking world that Ethan Ralph was raking in $100,000 on YouTube. And as a way of saying thanks to his two co-hosts, Gator and Zidane, he was going to split the money 3 ways. So Ralph, Zidane, and Gator would be walking home with $30,000 each. Not a bad fucking paycheck, let me tell you. But of course, Ethan Ralph, being the stingy little Jew that he is, decides, well, Zidane and Gator aren't going to get their $30,000 each. Wound up getting paid $5,000, at least for Gator. No one really knows if Zidane got paid at all. Could be a factor as to why Zidane left eventually. But on the subject of money, seems Ethan Ralph really didn't want to pay his little co-host there. I mean, everyone knows Gator was the tech wizard behind the kill stream. But Ethan Ralph, he just did not want to pay Gator for his hard work. Tonkasa's co-hosts were getting paid more than Ralph would give Gator. And Tonkasa had to give Vamp Candy and Failure fucking gift cards. Just let that sink in. And of course, all the while, on Ralph's show, he's just talking shit about Jim without mentioning his name, and talking shit about Gator without mentioning his name, and saying how he wants to do a sumo wrestling match with Kraut for some reason. And all the while, he was just chugging on some red wine. Like he's a 40-year-old Midwestern suburban mother who's having a night out with the gals. Holy fuck. But, I hope the people who are watching this video are gamers. I hope you guys like the video games, especially nostalgic video games. Because there's a new mod for Super Mario 64 out there on the interwebs, where you can play as Ethan Ralph and run around as a little cartoon Ralph around their version of Nintendo Mario 64 there. Got Ethan Ralph looking all flustered, gun hanging out. Ralph's got his little Kid Diddler hat on. One of the fucking boss fights you can get into is Joshua Connor Moon, the head, the King Janny. And there's reportedly going to be more fucking boss fights and little levels going forward. Like, I think at one point there's going to be a fucking level where you get to go throughout Lisbon, and you get to get into boss battles with Daddy Jim and Worski and countless others. So, I'm not a PC gamer myself. I'm more of a console dude. But if I ever do decide to get into some PC gaming, I am definitely going to check that out. I mean, why wouldn't you? Just why wouldn't you? But overall, today's been a very funny and interesting day. I've had a lot of fun. Virtually everyone had fun except for Ralph, but then again, fuck Ethan Ralph, am I right? If you are interested in watching the flamenco stream, I'm going to be leaving a link to that in the description below. If I can find the link to the Super Nintendo Mario 64 mod featuring our boy Ethan, I'll be leaving a link to that in the description below. But, yeah, today's been very interesting, and I'm very much excited to see what the rest of February has in store. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video.